The way out is within. Joel Casey. This game called life. Until you fully realize there is no cause outside the arrangement of your own mind, you can still take responsibility for how you interact with whomever and whatever situation, circumstance, event, or condition you encounter. How consciously aware you are in each and every waking moment will determine the quality of life that you experience. Through awakened awareness, you will ever increase and express your freedom of choice. You will see that you're free to choose how you react and feel, regardless of what's presently taking place in your inner and outer worlds, resulting in a higher quality of life. The preferred state of consciousness you wish to embody is yours now, if you will but believe and accept it to be true. This book is a guide to help you to become increasingly aware of the infinite states of consciousness available to you. True freedom is found within and can be found nowhere else. Know it or not, believe it or not, experience it or not, you are already free. How much of your natural freedom you allow yourself to experience in life is always up to you. Introduction. Nearly 2 decades have passed now since I did an honest, impromptu self-evaluation about my life, asking, out of all the things that I've done, all the self-help spiritual books I've read, the almost countless personal development courses I've attended and led, and the amazing people I've worked with, what's changed in my life, really? I had to slowly ponder that question by looking back on my life and all that I've been through to find my answer. It was a delightful moment to fully grasp I don't pinch myself as hard or as often as I used to. In other words, I don't add unnecessary drama to my life as I once did. I'm aware of and exercise my freedom to choose how I feel and react regardless of life's dramas, situations, circumstances, and events. It pleasingly shocked me to become cognizant of how I had moved beyond automatic knee-jerk reactions to that of choice, and done so seamlessly, almost undetected until this moment of self-realization had occurred. But it was true. I had awakened, at least to that level. What more could one ask for out of life than to wake up and all that entails? If I do find myself in psychological pain, which rarely ever occurs now, it's short-lived. The instant I feel myself falling under the influence of learned, conditioned, robotic thought patterns, which is where all psychological pain and suffering are born, I can now keep myself from plummeting into a bottomless pit of despair. Life, in turn, is so much more easeful, fun, and enjoyable. By the way, that ability is inherent within us all. If it weren't, life truly would be intolerable. The purpose of sharing this writing is so that you can free yourself from any psychological distress you may meet with and feel you have to endure. You can awaken as well. If you're not sick and tired of bumping into life or feeling as if life is bumping into you, if life has not produced an investigative spirit in you for finding another way of living, then this book is not for you at this time. In fact, you may have convinced yourself and fully believe that you're nothing more than a victim of life. Accepting the idea that being tossed around like a ship without a rudder is just how life goes. There are ups and downs, twists and turns, and that's the way it is. From that perspective, you'll believe that there's nothing you can do about your life experiences but go along for the ride and learn to live with things as they are. However, if you're ready to free yourself from your inner turmoils and emotional traumas, this publication will show you how that can and will occur. In this book, we're going to focus on the profound importance and power of self-awareness and impartial self-observation. We're going to discover that during our waking hours we can always be aware of and observe both our inner and outer worlds, and why realizing and expressing our divinity depends on awakened awareness. Because inner and outer conflicts seem to be a part of the human condition, where and how does it start? Is there a way to live in which our mental emotional pain and life's conflicts become obsolete, a thing of the past? The investigation we're going to go through together is designed to shed light on these questions. By the end of this book, you'll actually experience firsthand self-realization and self-actualization. From these higher expanded perspectives, you'll gain clarity and understanding, which will totally change the way you experience your life. You will come to know who you truly are.